What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to GRM, and it is crunch time in season number 6. We have 3 rounds remaining in the regular season, and it kicks off today with round 14 against the London Stags, and what can only be described of as, yet again, a must-win game. Now, the Invaders are on the road, and we are really desperate to keep this good season going, because we want to get in the finals for the first time ever, and to do so, we have to keep winning against teams like these London Stags. So I think first time we've played these guys as well. They are, of course, in the green and dark red, brown, maybe you'd call it that. And, of course, the Invaders in the red and yellow. This is our weight strip, ready to go for this big game. So, of course, the team is unchanged yet again. We moved around the centre pairing a couple of weeks ago, but it is now staying that way as well. So, looking forward, it's to a mistake. Not looking forward to a mistake at all. Hope he didn't touch that. Oh, he hasn't, thank goodness for that. Line out goes to no one at the back, but Brocky pulls it in, and we are finally looking to play our way out. That's a terrible kick from a Banks. It's eventually come up all right as Tilly-Lau, whatever his name is, has pulled it in for the Stags as they get offloading. And nicely too for Shilu, who charges towards the 22. This is an important passage of the game here. We always either start badly or we finish badly. I'm hoping we do neither today. It'll be really good to have a full 80-minute display in these crunch matches. Our line-out, which is normally such a good part of our game, has been pretty average, but we've been pinged for knocking that on. It appears the Stags got advantage, and they're in our 22 with it as well. Not got advantage only though, so we get a scrum at worst. They fire it out wide. Anasta, Anasta, what a name. It's the league legend. Braith Anasta's turn to rugby, if only that was true. Here's a drop goal right in front, and it is Anasta, Robbie Anasta. Brothers, maybe. Over she goes, 2.5 minutes gone, and the Invaders, what a chase. But they turned it over. What a play, whoever that was. I can't quite tell. Was it 13, O'Neill Brown, or possibly a Banks? But that's lost straight back by Carter there. Poor pass, isolated, nothing going his way there at all. Good tackle there on Hughes, but no one there to help out. But another man with him, he could have been in for the turnover straight back. Looking to offload, puts him down. And they're under pressure here, the Stags. Trying to run it out through Soares. He doesn't get far. They're going to finally kick this away. They're going to. He's turned. He's crossfield. It's not really a bomb. It's a weird punt. Yorkovic just about set something up there of a turnaround fend. There was a bit of interest. He got numbers here. Zangetti. Go wide. Lucas Zangetti. Oh, he's lost the ball again. Frustrating stuff by the Invaders. Good little offload, turn inside out. It's Greenfield. He offloads as well to Hughes, and it's a turnover. I think that was either Brock or a Banks. It was a ginger ninja as they call them. Here's the Banks, and it is a little grubber kick through from O'Neill Brown, who has chased hard, and the ball has been pulled in by Robinson. And now look out, trouble here by the London Stags. They're still in their 22. Either we're going to break it down and score, or they're going to break out finally with a kick. I don't know what's going to come first. 3-0 is the score. Oh, it's a mistake. It's Josh Evans. Here we go again, boys. Getting in that 22. We've got the ball back. It's away for Lior. Missed out and got away from one tackle. They're still here for him. Back to... Oh, no! What was that? You got to play the advantage back. Whoa, look at this wide pass. Oh, and it's Muhammad. Away to Mayo. Fend him off, Mayo. It's still advantage. And now we'll go back for it. Scrum. Pax stays down. I like it. We're going to go for 3 or we're going to run? No, we're running through Brock. The fly half. Best man in the team. Sets it up. A good probably 15 metres or so out from the Stags line. Knock on from a Banks. And now here they go. I mean, how much of an open invitation do we really need before we butcher that away? Andrick Oh, look at him go! With a little stubby outside centre. Uses the advantage. Now he breaks away before Phil puts him down. And they go all the way out to our own 10-metre line. Is this going to be the first try of the match? It's Hendrick again. Good pick and go. And Asta looking to add to his 3 points that he's already clocked up. Is that going to be the tactic here for the London Stags? Take it in threes. Good tackle there from Tetrescu. They are 40 metres out. Back in. Asta's kicked. And that is surely going to go dead and goal. It bounces. Oh, lucky on the bounce. For a 22, Phil Muhammad puts it down. And I think at this stage we're going to go deep. We do. Good chase from Mayo. Look at this from Mayo. Oh, he stopped it on. What a kick, I should say, that was. That's a turnover. And it will go back for the knock-on regardless. Oh, man, that was magical. That kick was just phenomenal. So here come the London Stags. Little chip over the top looking for their winger who's not got it anywhere near him. And Josh Evans has pulled it in. I'd expect surely we're going to kick this away. We do. It's O'Neill Brown who, like I've told you guys, we're trying to avoid O'Neill Brown kicking, which is why we swapped him in the banks over. But he just loves kicking. And he's still doing it. As here is Mayo. We got the ball back. Brocky, there we go. There's the kick. That's what I was waiting for. That's what I was wanting. This will put us forward now. Our first stoppage in play. 3-0 the Stags lead. But the Invaders looking up to the task early on. Okay, team, welcome back to the action. It's been only a second for you, but it's been about 10 minutes for me. Here we go with the Invaders. We're back with an invitation to the Stags 22. And it's sort of a big mistake, too, from them on attack. Trying to make their way out of the 22 is, here's a big chance. Oh, it's Phil! I didn't think he'd have the speed to just slither straight through like that. But he's done it easy. And the home crowd do not like it, I can tell you that right now. But that was a bit of a shock. After how long it took us to do that before. Well, we didn't even do it, did we? We stuffed it up over and over. Their passes, they went through about 3 players, and it just went bang, bang, touch. So really happy with that turnover, and instantly turn that into points. Loving that. Beautiful stuff. Good kick, Brock. Mistake by their fullback. I'll take that every day of the week. We are back in this game, and we lead at 7-3. It's a terrible line-out. But we have pulled it in at the back somehow. Neither side really in control of that one at all. Leon needs to go up inside. He does, and Brocky turns it back. The fullback just running around in circles. He stuffed another one. Oh, and it's a touch. It goes. 7-3, 22 gone. This is the chance the Invaders wanted. Back-to-back opportunities. Wow. Don't do that to my Brocky. You could hurt the man. Here is a great little run from a Banks. I love how he held that defender up, but he's lost the ball, though. He just had that fend where he just stopped him in his tracks. We've scuffed another opportunity, and Josh Evans looks like he's the only guy out there. He's got Phil now with him. That is, yeah, hospital opportunity. Well, to get the ball that close to the line of a defender right on your tail, that's tough for a poor old Phil. And we've paid the price, but it's a poor play by the Stags. And eventually the ball should come back. I think someone's lying on it at the bottom of that ruck. But where's the kicker? Muhammad's never going to do it. We've got numbers out here for Yorkovich. This is where it could be on. Oh! Brock was standing on the wing. And that was a flat pass as well. Line out steal. And Gage Carter. Oh, he's found grass. Well played, Gage. And luckily for them, Bayanez, the fullback, has dragged that in. Leor's back. What's he got? A crossfield. Wow, look at this. Trouble here for the Stags. They have not fielded that well at all. Now losing this kicking duel. Wow, that terrible by the Invaders this time. We pass wide, forward pass. An advantage to them as well. I didn't realise they'd carried on playing. And they had a lot of space here. I don't think we're ever going to skip forward on this match. It's highlight stuff all around. It's an advantage to the Stags still. The forward pass. And, oh, they're really getting numbers here. Half the team's going in, half the team's going wide. But we cut it off, which is what matters. We've got no fullback. I can see when it panned up there, we had no one. Now Phil is back, which is pleasing. It's amazing we started this highlight with a try, and then we almost scored twice in a row. Now we're defending 22 metres out. What do the Stags have? Any replies Oh, straight through. There goes Hughes. Good run. Oh, he gets rid of Mohammed with a cover defence. Catches him from behind. They are just 12 metres out. We'll pick a number. And it's the hooker once again. And Tinilu, who does very, very well to go just a few metres short. Here's a Nesta. What's that? A drop goal? Is it the post? And Leor's called the mark. Oh! And Leor has been murdered. Offside advantage. Referee, you've got to give the yellow card for that. Was disgusting. Kick away from Brock. And let's move forward now. 26 minutes gone. 7-3 is still the score. We're going to win our line out. We do. Very well played. Brocky kicked this away. We're up by 4. This game is quite a thriller. So when I last left you guys, I think about 5-6 minutes ago, there was a kicking duel going on. Now, we have finished that, and we've seen started another one. As the London Stags are under a bit of pressure there with that scrum. We were attacking on their line, and we've just bombed it now. It's gone all to custard, but we might as well follow it through as Phil Mohammed. Guess it's a great opportunity close to halfway. Goes out to, Kikuchi, terrible. And we lose the ball. It's come on to Robshaw. Oh no, it's big man on big man. Who's got wheels? He gets some support back. But no, look at all the Thunder Boys out there. That was so bad. And it's Adabeo Henderson who scored for the Stags. That was a really bad try on our part. Good by the Stags. You know, you've got to just give runners that are there. But we did not give that opportunity much at all. Great little take there from O'Neill Brown, firing it away to Banks. I was trying to think of the other guy's name. They set it up nicely. Leor's got the ball back for us here. And we are shifting. Oh, every time we go for the wingers, we stuff it up. 36 in. We might as well stick and see if anything happens between now and half time. And oh, we turn this over. Solomon has lost it. And look at our back line. Oh, we don't even use it either. We go away to Carter. And he's going to lose the pill. Good tackle and good support play around the defender as well. And they'll surely kick this away through Anasta. He's looking, and he's split nicely between Mayo and Phil. Mayo's just slapped this straight down the middle of the park. Complete disregard to any tactic. Hendrick's gone high, very high, and he's knocked it on as well. And Bondesio's there. He went on an angle looking to slice through a gap with supporters on his outside. Didn't work for him. Knock on advantage. Zangini once more. Pass it, Lucas. Oh. Lucas, whatever his name is. Here's a scrum. 2 minutes to go before the break. It is going backwards, but it stays down. Brock hits the line nicely. It bangs. Great space as well. Oh my God, Gage Carter. What are you doing, man? Every chance we get, we stuff it up completely. And that just delicately bounces in the touch. A superb kick as well. You've got to give credit there. The referee, though, he's really stuffed them there. There's no way that should have gone back to scrum. That is definitely going to take advantage every day of the week for that kick. It is 10-7. The drop goal was proving the difference maker at the moment. Another knock on. And another scrum packed down with 30 seconds to go. Right. 40 metres out. Short side again. Can Phil actually find Gage Carter for once? Surprise answer, no. Short side we look. Evans. Oh, Josh Evans, brilliant play. He has got such, what's the word? I can't think of the word. But his pace is a surprise. Doesn't look like he's going to do much, but then he puts that foot down and he really canters away with opportunities. The banks is nicely. Oh, look at him and Carter. Oh, no, that's O'Neill Brown doing very well through the midfield. We almost cooked something up there. Could we go into half-time with the lead? An important time to score. Oh, what the hell was that, O'Neill Brown? That is the worst. It was a banana kick. He faced one way and kicked it the other. Carlos Spencer's best. But it was just disgustingly bad. Unbelievable finish to the first half. A real opportunity for us to put something away. And unsurprisingly, we've come up with a shocker. And now the Stags got the ball and they're just on their own 22. Chance for turnover here. We could be with this game for a long time. We're not. We have gone to half-time though. 10-7 to score. But don't go forward now. We're going to watch all 80 minutes of this game. A crossfield kick is pulled in from Patriscu. Look at the man go. He threw a guy into the rose head. That's how powerful he is. Away to Muhammad, takes contact. And it's hard to know, do we move forward here or do we stay with the game? Here is O'Neill Brown, who's not even the best of matches, let's be fair as well. Lior goes short side, Brock numbers his one-on-one, man on defence, man on attack. Don't find a way through. I don't like that box kick from there, Lior. No, just never do that again, Lior. That is bad. 41 minutes gone. 10-7 to score. The Stags hold the lead. We're in a good attacking spot. I fear we're going to watch this whole match. It's a kick here from Brock. The chase is pretty average as well. And Bainaz has pulled that in as well. So let's go on now. 3-point lead for the Stags. We've said it 3 times now. But this time we're going to do it. Well. Rugby can be a very, very ironic game, can it not? We were on the attack 2 minutes ago. Really looking for a chance. I thought, no, let's move forward. And then look what's happened. We give away a penalty, not releasing in the tackle around halfway. They've thumped it into the corner. And now they're in our 22 with the ball as well. And they could extend the lead to beyond one scoring play, which I'm afraid that does take a shot to the confidence. Here come the Stags, though. They've got Andrick, who's doing a lot of good work here in their midfield. He has been a real adversary, you could say, for O'Neill Brown. Is Henderson, who's already got one. Oh, he's dropped it. Oh, O'Neill Brown. We speak about him already. And he gets the wheels rolling over halfway in the 10-metre line into the 22. Oh, he beats the last ditch effort. And O'Neill Brown scores against the flow, against the grain, and against the wave of attacks, and scores for the Invaders. And the home fans do not like it at all. This is what Invaders Rugby is all about. What a game-breaking moment. 14-10 is the score. Kikuchi pulls in the kickoff. And instantly, we are back in the lead. We had to work hard for that, and it's amazing that time we spent in their 22. Oh, that was a cracking kick from Brock. And we're going to turn this line over shortly. At the back, yes, Josh Evans does brilliantly. All that time he spent attacking, we couldn't break them down. Yeah, they make a little mistake. The wheels gets on it, and I mean, when O'Neill Brown gets that ball in space, he's away. Here's Patriscu. It's a great little pop pass, too, up from the man we just speak of, O'Neill Brown. Patriscu again. Can we double fire whammy them here? That's a really odd way to say it. But Kikuchi is out there, and he tries to slice through. Ball holds up. Lior, away to Carter. First receiver, Carter uses his power. Oh, Gates Carter through. He's got a Banks. Charles a Banks. He's got it over. That is a sucker punch blow. 2 and 4 minutes. And that could decide this matchup for the Invaders. Brock Bondesio, over she flies. It's 21-10, folks. We could be looking at one hand in the playoffs here if we keep this up. 49 minutes gone. It has been action-packed here. But the Invaders do take a commanding 11-point lead over the London Stags. What a kick. Oh, Brock, you are a glorious man. Line out this time, we don't steal it. And it'll be tit for tat as they kick it away. 21-10, and that's to do the job. I'll see you all soon. Oh, now if this is ever something you've seen called milking a penalty, that is it right there. Advantage for hands in the ruck. And we've just put a little chip over that, went about 5-10 metres, and milked that penalty, which now we're going for a shot at goal from Brock Bondesio, way out left side. Oh, yes! Rocky adds a 3. It's 24-10. Come at us, Stags. We got this one. 2 converted tries they need, and now we put in a great shift. Look at this from Charles Banks. Straight off the kickoff of Banks, and great play from him. And the man in the starting team, first time this season, has put on a great display this year. Here's Zengedi. He's got a man, and he finds Kikuchi. Someone on the wing. What? Must have been a forward pass. Well, I say we finally hit a man on the wing with a forward pass. So, there we go. Take that for a grain of salt. I also have noticed here that we've got a couple of guys for the Stags who are actually off the bench as well. So, a couple of injuries for them. I don't know their team well enough to know whether they're actually key injuries. But what matters here is we've stolen the ball as well. Is that it's 24-10. 62 goal. We had a little lull period there of a good, wow, that's a powerful pass to go that far without actually hitting anything. But yeah, good 20 minutes here where nothing much happened. Josh Evans has been jumping far after the ball and he moved. We are up by 14 points now. Really good commanding lead. They've got to score 2 converted tries to equal with us. We do look in the box seat for this one. There's one of the men on the right wing, Flores, joining the Stags. But it looks rosy here with 17 to pretty much 16 minutes to go. Knock on, and Lior! Has Lior got the wheels? No, he's not O'Neill Brown, is he? And we'll pack down for the scrum. Do we settle down for the scrum? 15 to go. What's our time looking like? Far too long as usual. Brock has said, oh no, that's the bags. He's had too much space and wide ball. Finally we hit a winger and the wheels. Oh, what are you doing, Carter? You are the speedster. Back yourself. Go for it. Tatrescu tries to use the power game. Man down on the far side. Looks like he's a replacement number already, but he's slow to get up. And through goes O'Neill Brown. Support. Phil Muhammad. 1 and 2. Thank you for coming. That's what you do. Wheels on wheels. You cannot defend them both. It is 29-10. And the Invaders, wow, I said at the start of the video, didn't I? We're either really good at the start or really good at the end. Actually, no, I said we're really bad at the start or we're really bad at the end. We were pretty average at the start, let's be fair. That was what it come from. It's hard to gauge whether we're playing badly or the opponent is actually quite good. Turns out here today that we were not playing very well at the start. Thinking of tries and bonus points, which are going to be huge for us as well. I think we've got 4 tries. 28, yeah, and the penalty goal, so 31, yeah, 4 tries, so bonus point is to the bank, which makes me more than happy, and we are carrying ourselves out of the 22 and into their half, where they're going to return Bayanez, but we'll take the chance now, 31 points to 10, and a shocking knock on there from Tatrescu. To move forward and see what happens in the last 10 minutes before wrapping up this good victory. Let's not jinx it just yet, but going well so far. Even better if we put them into touch, but alas, 31-10. Right, so it's hardly been a few minutes since I left you guys here, but it seems we are just clawing our way up the field due to this kicking game. It started off, this is where the Stags were kicking from, and we were kicking from our 22. Now, we're kicking from the 10-metre line and into their 22. So, really made a good 50 metres here against these guys. And there goes O'Neill Brown. He straightens his wheels up, gets it away to Gage Carter. Oh, it's all on, and it's all happening. And the Invaders add another one. That's 5 tries to the visiting side. The crowd, well, they are in disarray. Remember, when they led 10-7 here, it was a while ago, wasn't it? 71.5 gone. It is now 38 points to 10. And the Invaders are going home in a canter here. Although a good play there. It gets an Astor in space. He gets an offload away, but it's knocked on. And we will gleefully take that one back. 38-10, man. What a second half display here from the Invaders. We have played a great half of rugby. So a pretty uneventful last 9 minutes or so. We are in the final minute of play, and it is a line out to the Stags that pretty much sums up their, especially their second half. An overthrown line out. Their set piece has been solid, but we have attacked their line out, which we do to anyone who we don't deem to be as good as us, because that's the only area we can really attack set piece. Scrum, never going to happen, is it? We're not quite at that level. But again, line out, look at that. How do you like those apples, London Stags? Somehow, though, we've lost the ball, which I don't quite understand. But time is up. Do they want to play, or are they going to run this out here, the Stags? They do play. I mean, I don't know if we'd kick it out at this stage, but what have they got to play for? If they score again, they won't get a ball. Goodness me, that's a crunching tackle. They're not going to get a bonus point. They're not going to win the game. They're not going to get anywhere close. They're flirting with a 5-metre scrum at the moment, but Flores gets a good ball out wide and he's smashed. Oh, man, he is absolutely clobbered into touch, and that is full time. O'Neill Brown, a great second half display, gets him man of the match. So, interesting. I thought he was pretty average in the first half, but he's come strong home. Come home strong, I mean, in 38-10. Who would argue with the retiree? It's sad to say, isn't it? It is his memorial season. Coming away with man of the match, which is pleasing. The Invaders definitely deserved this victory after, as we just see on replay, some terrible, terrible plays as well. We have come away with the victory, which is very, very pleasing. So many chances we should have scored. I'm just watching these replays, and it's like, we should have scored 4 or 5 tries at the start. That, from Andrick, was absolutely phenomenal. But let's get to stats, or else this will be a 160-minute long video because I'll just continuously watch this game over and over again. 30-18 is the score. As is, we've already gone way too long. Possession, we nudged. Territory, though, is where we hammered them. 62% for the Invaders. Tackle count was close. Missed tackles was close. But 5 tries to 1. Nothing close about that whatsoever. We made more handing errors, and we only made 1 offload for the whole match as well. Good amount of turnovers, 12-10. The Stags took that by a whisker. We took the penalty conversions flawless from Brocky, as you'd expect there. 6 out of 6 from the tee. Conceded only 3 penalties to their 6. It was a pretty clean game. Both scrums stayed down. Not too many penalties here or there either way. We stole 2 of their lineouts, but I think they overthrow probably 5 or 6 more than that. And the scrums were tight. Time in the red zone, 1:09 for the Stags. 2:27 for the Invaders. Winning ways. I love this game when it's winning like anything. I don't like to lose. Just don't like to lose. O'Neill Brown, man of the match. 5 points, 1 try, of course, obviously. 3 try assists. Fantastic for O'Neill Brown. 7 tackles, and he didn't quite make a turnover. But let's have a look here at the stats here. This is where we can see really how the team played, and wow, I'm impressed here by most things. One thing is, yeah, we'll get to him in a minute, but you see where I'm going to pick holes in. Mr. Inconsistent. He can be brilliant, or he can be terrible. We've put him on the wing. He doesn't miss tackles, but he's not much of an attacking outlet out there either. I'm surprised about some of these, but let's start at the top. Front row, very good. Jorkovic, 26. Petrescu, 36, and a 28 for Petrescu. Second row, very good actually. Zengedia, 47, which I'm really happy about. Missed tackles, 3 for Petrescu and Petrescu. 3 each, which is not good at all. Mark Collis, a great game. 31 by his standards is extremely good. The back row, didn't see much of them there, but Kikuchi and Evans were pretty decent. But gotta say, Porter DePrez, don't see much of him. He's captain invisible, isn't he, without being the captain? You don't see him around the field very much, but a solid 32 for him. 55 for Lior is exceptional. I do like that. The scrum half playing a brilliant game there. Outside him, Brocky, a 44. Very, very nice. Let's jump that one for now. We'll talk about wingers separately at the end. 45 and wow, 58. Charles Banks. What a revelation that kid has been coming into the team after we just couldn't find where Hanano and Lior and that fit into our tactical play. Banks has come in and just filled that perfectly. He has played an outstanding second half of the season after riding the pine for the last 2. 45, fantastic. 58.8 for O'Neill Brown. Again, loving that from O'Neill. Sad to see him go at the end of the season. 29 for Muhammad. Average game for him, but he did pick up 2 tries. Yeah, I thought he picked up a couple of tries, which is very, very good to see. Now, wingers. Surprised? Surprised. 8.2 is horrifically low. It's horrendously low. Mayo didn't play well, but goodness me, he only missed 1 tackle. But, well, did he only make 1 tackle? Did he only attempt 1 tackle? His tackling percentage was 0. That is terrible. Okay, no wonder he only made an 8.2. But also Carter, who I thought was okay, but 55 almost made a man of the match. So, interesting that Carter had such a good game. When as an attacking outlet, he was fairly quiet. O'Neill Brown and the Banks are definitely the goers through there. But overall, great game. Very happy with that performance too. Against a team like the London Stags, so I thought we could possibly lose to. I'm very pleased to take 5 points from those guys, especially at their home ground as well. So that wraps us up for today's matchup. We'll have a quick look at the results. And because I'm behind, which I'll explain in a second, we will rifle in to our next match as well. So let's have a look at the results from round 14. Okay, so we can see the results for round 14 on screen now, and you see highlighted there, 30-18 win for the Invercargill Invaders against London Stags, who had a pretty pathetic crowd as well, which I guess must reflect their season. It's not going too well. Other teams tonight, the Edinburgh Blues, 102-3, the Sheffield Spartans. I mean, the Wellington Lions went down to the Toronto Talk, which is kind of good for us, because they were right behind us on the leaderboard, so we win, they lose. It kind of, you know, not so much pressure on us to keep these victories. The Toronto Talk is way up there, so that is something that we can, I guess, take with a bit of confidence as well, going into our round 15 clash, which will be coming up very, very soon. That one is against the Pretoria Hound Dogs, which if we can see them they took a nice win over the Cardiff Claw, 41-33. But interestingly enough, I'm pretty sure we beat the Cardiff Claw, didn't we, earlier in the season? Can't quite remember that one. But alas, doesn't matter. That is next episode. Now, we can't even look at the table right now because currently we are just kicking off the playoffs as I record these. So I have been away for the last couple of weeks off making videos on YouTube because of, unfortunately, having a death in the family, which is no fun. It's hard to be upbeat and happy about that sort of crap. So yeah, not been a good last couple of weeks for us here, but you know, we're back now. Over that, ready to move on and get back to the action. So first priority is to get GRM caught up on. As I said, we're just starting the playoffs, so I want to get all these recorded up to date, see if we make the playoffs, which I haven't looked. I do this and cover the screen, so I don't even know. I know that we've beaten the London Stags, and I know that next I've got on a bit of paper. We are playing the Pretoria Hound Dogs and Wales Wind in the last 2 rounds of the regular season, and then we'll see if we make the playoffs. We're in a good position. This helps, like I said, beating the Lions. Not beating the Lions, but the Lions losing helps us a lot. So, positive stuff so far. If we can win those last 2 games, we will be certainly guaranteed the spot. So, hoping that that comes true. But for today, we'll leave it there, and we'll get cracking into our next match against the Hound Dogs. I hope to see you all there for that one as well. And again, apologies for once again falling a couple of weeks behind on GRM. But don't worry, we'll be catching up and catching the whole season right here on the channel. So until next time, thanks for watching. Hope you're enjoying the series so far. If you do want to get involved, just go to globalrugmanager.com, sign up there, download the client, get yourself your team, and get involved for Season 7 or whatever's going to be happening in the future of GRM. And of course, thanks to the guys at GRM for allowing me to make the video on their game. Super fun to play, so do get involved if you're a rugby fan and you like the difficulties of management, because it's not easy. It's not easy managing superstars like the Invaders. But that is me for today. Until next time, thanks for tuning in and watching, and take care.